Daniel Goleman on the future of leadership. Daniel Goleman, renowned for his work on emotional intelligence, EI, has also written extensively on leadership. In his view, the future of leadership will be increasingly shaped by a leader's ability to connect emotionally with others. Goleman emphasizes that the key to effective leadership isn't just intellectual capability or technical skills but emotional intelligence, being able to understand and manage your own emotions and influence the emotions of others. Here are a few key ideas from Daniel Goleman's perspective on the future of leadership. Daniel Goleman's concept of emotional intelligence, EI, as the core of leadership emphasizes that leadership success is increasingly determined not just by technical or intellectual abilities, but by a leader's capacity to understand, manage, and leverage emotions, both their own and those of others. Goleman's research shows that the emotional competencies of a leader significantly impact organizational success, employee engagement, and team performance. Here's a breakdown of why EI is central to leadership according to Goleman. 1. Building self-awareness. Self-awareness, the first component of emotional intelligence, is crucial for effective leadership. Leaders who are self-aware understand their strengths, weaknesses, values, and how their emotions impact others. This level of introspection allows leaders to make more informed decisions, maintain humility, stay grounded in high-pressure situations, recognize their emotional triggers, and avoid reactive, emotional responses. A self-aware leader knows how to act in alignment with their own values and how their emotional states affect the team. 2. Enhancing self-regulation. Goleman argues that self-regulation, or the ability to control one's impulses and emotions, is a key element of leadership. Leaders who can regulate their emotions are seen as trustworthy and adaptable. They are less likely to make rash decisions and are able to stay calm under pressure. Self-regulation also fosters resilience and the ability to respond thoughtfully to complex challenges, which is increasingly important in modern leadership. A leader with high self-regulation can manage conflicts more effectively, stay focused and positive in difficult circumstances, lead with integrity by controlling impulsive or inappropriate reactions. 3. Motivating and inspiring teams. Emotional intelligence includes motivation, not just for personal achievement but for the success of the organization and the team. Goleman points out that emotionally intelligent leaders are driven by a sense of purpose, and this intrinsic motivation inspires those around them. They set the tone for a positive work environment and encourage innovation and commitment by demonstrating passion and enthusiasm, creating a sense of shared purpose and long-term vision, setting challenging yet attainable goals. These leaders inspire others to exceed their own expectations by modeling dedication and a desire to continually improve. 4. Empathy, the power of understanding others. Empathy is at the heart of emotional intelligence in leadership. Goleman believes that leaders who can empathize with their employees foster stronger relationships, create more collaborative work environments, and build trust. Empathetic leaders understand their team members' emotions and respond appropriately, recognize diverse perspectives and cultural differences, offer support and guidance tailored to individual needs, whether it be emotional, professional, or developmental. Empathy allows leaders to connect with their teams on a human level, making employees feel valued and understood. This connection boosts morale, loyalty, and productivity. 5. Social skills, building strong, effective relationships. Finally, social skills, the ability to manage relationships and build networks, are key to emotional intelligence and leadership. Leaders with strong social skills are skilled communicators, negotiators, and collaborators. They are adept at resolving conflicts and can steer teams toward success by fostering a culture of trust and open communication. Leaders with strong social skills can influence and inspire others without relying on authority, collaborate effectively across different departments or teams, cultivate a positive organizational culture where employees feel connected and engaged. The impact on organizational success. Goleman's research indicates that emotional intelligence accounts for a significant portion of leadership success. Leaders with high EI can increase employee engagement and satisfaction, reduce turnover and improve team performance, enhance innovation and adaptability by fostering an emotionally supportive and collaborative work culture. Conclusion. Goleman's central message is that emotional intelligence is not a soft skill but a core leadership competency. Leaders who develop and apply emotional intelligence can build stronger teams, navigate challenges more effectively, and inspire employees to achieve greater performance and satisfaction. The future of leadership, according to Goleman, lies in the mastery of these emotional competencies, as they provide leaders with the tools needed to thrive in complex, dynamic environments. In Daniel Goleman's view, empathy and social sensitivity are essential leadership traits that contribute to a leader's ability to connect meaningfully with others, build trust, and create a positive and collaborative work environment. As organizations become more diverse, globally interconnected, and collaborative, the need for leaders who understand and respond to the emotional and social needs of their teams becomes more critical. 1. Empathy, the heart of connection. Empathy, one of the core components of emotional intelligence, refers to the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Goleman emphasizes that empathy in leadership goes beyond mere sympathy. It's about actively understanding the perspectives, emotions, and needs of others and responding in ways that are supportive and constructive. Why empathy is crucial for leadership. Building trust and rapport. Leaders who show empathy are able to build deep, trusting relationships with their team members. When employees feel understood and supported, they are more likely to engage fully in their work, trust their leaders, and contribute to a healthy organizational culture. Fostering open communication. Empathetic leaders create a safe space for employees to share their ideas, concerns, and emotions. This fosters open communication, allowing for more honest feedback, greater creativity, and problem-solving. Navigating diverse workforces. With the increasing diversity in workplaces, whether cultural, generational, or experiential, empathy becomes vital. Understanding different backgrounds and viewpoints allows leaders to relate to their team members on a deeper level and guide them through complex interpersonal dynamics. Leaders with empathy can read between the lines, picking up on nonverbal cues, such as body language or tone, which help them understand unspoken feelings or concerns. This nuanced understanding helps leaders address issues proactively and maintain a harmonious team environment. Social sensitivity refers to a leader's ability to accurately perceive and respond to the social dynamics within a team or organization. It encompasses the awareness of group dynamics, power structures, and the unspoken norms and expectations that influence behavior. The role of social sensitivity in leadership. Understanding group dynamics. Socially sensitive leaders are attuned to how people interact within the team, recognizing when someone feels excluded or when tensions are brewing. This awareness enables leaders to intervene effectively and manage conflicts before they escalate. Cultural intelligence. As organizations operate across geographic and cultural boundaries, social sensitivity involves recognizing and respecting cultural differences in communication, decision-making, and teamwork. Leaders who are socially sensitive can navigate these complexities to foster inclusion and cohesion. Adapting leadership styles. Socially sensitive leaders adjust their leadership style to meet the needs of their team. For example, a more collaborative approach may be needed in some settings, while in others, a leader might need to offer clear direction and guidance. Understanding the social context allows for greater flexibility and responsiveness. Leaders who excel in social sensitivity are often able to identify subtle signals in team dynamics, such as changes in mood, energy levels, or group interactions. This awareness helps them address potential issues like burnout, disengagement, or conflict early on. 3. Empathy in decision-making. Empathy also plays a critical role in leadership decision-making. Goleman argues that leaders who consider the emotional and psychological impact of their decisions on employees are more likely to make choices that benefit not only the organization but also its people. This people-centered approach leads to more thoughtful and sustainable decision-making. Examples of empathy in leadership decisions. Recognizing individual needs. An empathetic leader understands that employees have different motivations, stressors, and personal circumstances. By taking these into account, leaders can make decisions about workload, flexibility, and resources that help employees thrive. Navigating change. Empathy is especially important during times of change, such as restructuring or downsizing. Leaders who recognize the emotional toll of uncertainty and transition on employees can communicate with greater transparency, provide support, and mitigate fear and resistance. 4. The impact of empathy and social sensitivity on teams. Goleman believes that empathetic and socially sensitive leadership fosters higher levels of employee engagement, trust, and loyalty. Employees who feel heard and understood are more motivated, creative, and willing to go the extra mile. Furthermore, teams led by empathetic leaders tend to be more collaborative and cohesive, as people feel psychologically safe to express themselves. Benefits of empathy and social sensitivity for teams. Higher job satisfaction. Empathy helps leaders meet employees' emotional and psychological needs, leading to greater job satisfaction and lower turnover rates. Improved conflict resolution. Socially sensitive leaders are better equipped to manage conflicts, understanding the underlying emotional factors that may be causing friction. Increased innovation and creativity. In an environment where people feel emotionally supported and understood, they are more likely to take risks and propose innovative ideas without fear of judgment. 5. Challenges to empathy and social sensitivity. While empathy and social sensitivity are critical to leadership, Goleman acknowledges that they can be challenging to develop. Leaders may struggle to balance empathy with the need to make difficult decisions, especially in high-pressure environments. Additionally, empathy must be authentic. Leaders who only use it as a manipulative tool will be seen as disingenuous, which can erode trust. Conclusion. Empathy and social sensitivity are vital components of emotional intelligence that allow leaders to connect with their teams on a deeper, more human level. By understanding and responding to the emotions and social dynamics within their teams, leaders can foster a supportive, innovative, and collaborative work environment. As workplaces continue to evolve, Daniel Goleman believes that these qualities will be increasingly important for leadership success. Leaders who embrace empathy and social sensitivity will not only enhance employee well-being, but also drive better performance and organizational outcomes. Daniel Goleman emphasizes mindfulness and focus as essential skills for effective leadership in today's fast-paced and increasingly distracted world. In his book Focus, The Hidden Driver of Excellence, Goleman discusses how the ability to maintain attention amidst constant distractions is not just important for personal well-being, but also critical for leadership success. Leaders who can focus and remain mindful are better able to make sound decisions, build stronger relationships, and create an environment of sustained high performance. 1. Mindfulness, awareness, and presence. Mindfulness refers to the practice of staying fully present and aware of the moment, without being distracted by external events or internal thoughts. For leaders, this involves being consciously aware of their own emotions, thoughts, and behaviors, as well as those of the people around them. How mindfulness benefits leadership. Improved emotional regulation. Leaders who are mindful are more self-aware and in control of their emotional reactions. This emotional regulation helps them remain calm under pressure, respond thoughtfully to challenges, and avoid impulsive decisions that could lead to negative outcomes. Enhanced listening and communication. Mindful leaders are fully present in conversations, actively listening to their team members without distractions. This deep level of attention improves communication, fosters trust, and shows employees that their concerns are valued. Increased compassion. Mindfulness enables leaders to develop greater empathy and compassion as they are more attuned to the needs and emotions of those around them. This creates a supportive and inclusive work environment. Mindful leadership involves regularly checking in with oneself and practicing non-judgmental awareness. This helps leaders not only manage stress and anxiety, but also approach challenges with greater clarity and intention. 2. Focus, the ability to direct attention. Focus is the ability to concentrate on a task, issue, or interaction without being distracted. Goleman asserts that in a world filled with constant interruptions, from emails to social media to daily workplace distractions, focus has become a rare but crucial skill for leaders. Leaders need to be able to filter out irrelevant information and focus on what truly matters. 3 types of focus in leadership. Inner focus. This involves self-awareness and self-management. Leaders with strong inner focus are in tune with their own thoughts, values, and goals, which helps them make decisions that are aligned with their vision and personal integrity. Other focus. This refers to focusing on others, understanding the emotions, needs, and perspectives of team members. Leaders with strong other focus are skilled at building relationships, showing empathy, and creating cohesive teams. Outer focus. This is the ability to focus on the broader environment, including the organization, the market, and external trends. Leaders with a well-developed outer focus can anticipate future challenges and opportunities, allowing them to navigate the complexities of a constantly changing business landscape. Effective leadership requires a balance of all three types of focus. Goleman emphasizes that leaders who master this ability are better able to align their actions with their organization's goals and adapt to changing circumstances. 3. The neuroscience of focus. Goleman highlights the neurological basis of focus and attention, explaining that our brains are constantly bombarded with stimuli. Leaders must train their brains to prioritize information, avoid distractions, and concentrate on important tasks. Focused attention. When leaders focus deeply on a task, they activate their brain's prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for complex decision-making and problem-solving. This focused attention allows them to think critically, solve problems creatively, and make informed decisions. Managing distractions. Goleman points out that multitasking and constant distraction can decrease productivity and lead to mistakes. Leaders who practice focus are better able to resist distractions, improving their overall performance and decision-making capacity. The ability to focus also impacts a leader's ability to innovate. When leaders allocate focused time to thinking deeply about strategic issues, they are more likely to come up with creative solutions and innovative approaches. 4. Mindfulness and focus in decision-making. Mindfulness and focus together enhance decision-making abilities. Goleman suggests that mindful leaders are able to step back, observe situations from a balanced perspective, and make decisions based on careful consideration rather than emotional reactions. They are less likely to be swayed by biases or snap judgments. Key benefits in decision-making. Clarity of thought. Mindful leaders approach decision-making with a clear, calm mind, enabling them to evaluate different perspectives and options more effectively. Reduce stress. Focused attention and mindfulness help leaders reduce the mental clutter and stress that can cloud judgment, leading to better, more rational decisions. Long-term thinking. Leaders who cultivate mindfulness are better at resisting the temptation to make short-term, reactive decisions. Instead, they focus on long-term goals and sustainable outcomes. 5. Mindfulness as a tool for leadership development. Goleman advocates for mindfulness as a critical leadership development tool. By regularly practicing mindfulness techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, and reflective thinking, leaders can strengthen their capacity for focus and emotional regulation. This self-discipline helps them become more resilient, adaptable, and able to handle the demands of leadership. Mindfulness practices for leaders. Meditation. Regular meditation can help leaders train their attention and enhance their ability to focus on the present moment. Mindful listening. Practicing active, focused listening in conversations without planning responses or becoming distracted can improve a leader's ability to connect with others. Reflection. Taking time to reflect on one's thoughts, actions, and decisions can help leaders become more self-aware and make more intentional choices. 6. The impact on organizational performance. Goleman believes that leaders who cultivate mindfulness and focus contribute to higher levels of organizational performance. By staying focused on strategic goals, managing distractions, and fostering a mindful work culture, leaders create an environment where employees are more productive, engaged, and innovative. Organizational benefits of mindful and focused leadership. Increased employee engagement. Employees are more engaged when their leaders are present, focused, and attentive to their needs. This leads to higher job satisfaction and productivity. Better problem solving. Mindful leaders encourage a focus-driven, thoughtful approach to problem-solving, which helps teams come up with creative and effective solutions. Reduce stress and burnout. Leaders who model mindfulness help cultivate a less stressful, more balanced work environment, reducing burnout and turnover rates. Conclusion. Daniel Goleman's focus on mindfulness and focus in leadership highlights the importance of attention management in an age of distraction. Leaders who can maintain focus and practice mindfulness are better equipped to manage their emotions, make thoughtful decisions, and inspire their teams. These qualities not only enhance personal leadership effectiveness, but also contribute to the long-term success and well-being of the entire organization. By cultivating mindfulness and honing their ability to focus, leaders can navigate the complexities of modern business with greater clarity, purpose, and compassion. Daniel Goleman highlights adaptability and learning agility as critical leadership skills in an era marked by rapid change and uncertainty. As technological advancements, shifting market conditions, and evolving workplace dynamics redefine business landscapes, leaders must demonstrate the ability to quickly learn, adjust, and thrive in new circumstances. These qualities are closely tied to emotional intelligence, which enables leaders to remain flexible and open to continuous growth. 1. Adaptability, thriving in uncertainty. Adaptability refers to a leader's ability to adjust their mindset, strategies, and behaviors in response to changing circumstances. Goleman asserts that leaders who exhibit adaptability are better equipped to handle the unexpected, whether it's market disruptions, technological changes, or shifts in organizational structure. Adaptable leaders don't resist change. They embrace it as an opportunity for innovation and growth. Key characteristics of adaptable leaders. Open-mindedness. Adaptable leaders are open to new ideas, different perspectives, and unconventional solutions. They recognize that their way may not always be the best way and are willing to explore alternatives. Comfort with ambiguity. Leaders with high adaptability are comfortable navigating ambiguity and uncertainty. They don't need to have all the answers, but are confident in their ability to find solutions as challenges arise. Resilience. Adaptable leaders recover quickly from setbacks and view failures as learning opportunities. They maintain a positive attitude in the face of adversity and help their teams stay motivated during times of change. Adaptable leaders are willing to pivot when necessary and adjust their leadership style to meet the unique needs of the moment. This flexibility allows them to stay relevant and effective in a rapidly evolving world. 2. Learning agility, continuous growth and development. Learning agility is the ability to continuously acquire new skills, knowledge, and experiences and apply them to solve problems in unfamiliar situations. Goleman emphasizes that leaders with learning agility are always seeking to improve, learn from their experiences, and apply lessons learned to future challenges. How learning agility benefits leadership. Curiosity and lifelong learning. Leaders with learning agility have a natural curiosity and a desire to learn. They actively seek out new experiences, ask questions, and are eager to stay updated on trends in their field. This ongoing learning helps them stay ahead of the curve in fast-changing industries. Applying lessons from experience. Learning agility isn't just about acquiring new knowledge, but also about being able to apply lessons learned from past experiences to new, unfamiliar situations. Leaders who are agile learners can transfer insights across contexts, which allows them to solve complex problems more effectively. Adaptation to new roles and responsibilities. Leaders with learning agility can take on new roles, responsibilities, or challenges and excel in them. Whether they are asked to lead a new team, manage a different division, or enter a new market, their ability to quickly learn and adapt enables them to succeed. Learning agility is especially important for leaders in rapidly changing environments, where the ability to absorb new information and respond to emerging challenges is critical. 3. The emotional intelligence link. Adaptability and learning agility are deeply connected to emotional intelligence, EI. Goleman argues that leaders with high EI are better able to manage their emotions and navigate stress during times of change. This emotional regulation allows them to remain flexible and open to learning new things, even in the face of uncertainty. EI components that support adaptability and learning agility. Self-awareness. Leaders with high self-awareness understand their strengths and weaknesses and are more likely to seek out learning opportunities to improve. They are honest about where they need to grow and take proactive steps to acquire new skills. Self-regulation. Leaders who can manage their emotional responses to stress, change, and uncertainty are more adaptable. They remain composed under pressure and are able to adjust their plans or strategies without getting overwhelmed. Empathy. Empathetic leaders understand the challenges and concerns that their teams may face during times of change. This awareness helps them guide their teams through transitions with compassion and support, making adaptation easier for everyone. Emotional intelligence provides leaders with the foundation to embrace change with a positive mindset and a willingness to learn. 4. Adaptability in decision-making. Adaptability also plays a crucial role in decision-making. In an unpredictable world, leaders must be able to quickly reassess their strategies, make decisions based on new information, and adjust their course of action as needed. How adaptability influences decision-making. Agility in shifting strategies. Leaders who are adaptable don't cling to outdated plans or rigid frameworks. Instead, they are willing to shift strategies and experiment with new approaches when they see that circumstances have changed. Tolerance for uncertainty. Adaptable leaders are comfortable making decisions without all the information, recognizing that waiting for perfect clarity can result in missed opportunities. They make informed decisions based on available data and adjust as more information becomes available. Flexibility in leadership style. Adaptable leaders are willing to adjust their leadership style to fit the needs of different teams or situations. For example, they might use a more directive approach during a crisis but adopt a more collaborative style when fostering innovation. Goleman believes that the ability to be flexible and agile in decision-making is key to navigating the complexities of today's fast-changing business environments. 5. Fostering a culture of adaptability and learning. Goleman suggests that leaders who model adaptability and learning agility can inspire their teams to do the same. Creating a culture that encourages continuous learning, experimentation, and innovation can lead to a more resilient and forward-thinking organization. Ways to foster a culture of adaptability and learning. Encouraging experimentation. Leaders can encourage their teams to try new approaches and experiment without fear of failure. This mindset fosters innovation and adaptability across the organization. Promoting continuous learning. Offering opportunities for ongoing training, professional development, and cross-functional experiences helps employees stay adaptable and expand their skill sets. Celebrating learning from failure. Leaders who embrace learning from mistakes and failures create an environment where people feel safe to take risks and grow from their experiences. By fostering a culture of learning and adaptability, leaders can build teams that are more agile, innovative, and better equipped to handle the challenges of the future. 6. The long-term benefits of adaptability and learning agility. Leaders who cultivate adaptability and learning agility are better positioned to lead their organizations through periods of transformation, disruption, and growth. Goleman emphasizes that these qualities are critical for sustaining long-term success in a world that is constantly changing. Key long-term benefits. Resilience to change. Adaptable leaders and teams are more resilient in the face of change and can recover more quickly from setbacks. Enhanced innovation. Leaders who encourage learning and experimentation are more likely to foster a culture of innovation where creative solutions emerge more frequently. Sustained leadership growth. Leaders with strong learning agility are always evolving, which allows them to grow and adapt to new challenges throughout their careers. Conclusion. Daniel Goleman emphasizes adaptability and learning agility as essential leadership qualities for navigating the complex and rapidly changing world. Leaders who are adaptable can embrace uncertainty, pivot when necessary, and maintain resilience in the face of setbacks. Those with learning agility continuously seek new knowledge, apply insights from past experiences, and inspire their teams to grow. By cultivating these traits, leaders can drive innovation, foster organizational resilience, and ensure long-term success in a world defined by constant change. Daniel Goleman places a significant emphasis on compassionate leadership, arguing that it is a key element of emotional intelligence and a critical factor for building trust, fostering collaboration, and enhancing overall organizational well-being. Compassionate leaders demonstrate genuine concern for the well-being of others and are motivated to help their teams thrive, both personally and professionally. Goleman suggests that compassion in leadership is more than just empathy. It involves taking action to support and uplift others. 1. The essence of compassionate leadership. Compassionate leadership, as defined by Goleman, goes beyond merely understanding the emotions and needs of others, which is the essence of empathy. It involves actively caring about others and taking steps to alleviate their suffering, address their needs, and improve their well-being. Compassionate leaders not only feel for their team members, but are also motivated to help them in meaningful ways. Key elements of compassionate leadership. Empathy with action. Compassion involves both recognizing and understanding the emotions of others, empathy, and being motivated to take steps that address those needs. Supportive leadership. Compassionate leaders offer practical support, whether it's providing resources, offering guidance, or creating opportunities for growth. Alleviating stress. Leaders who demonstrate compassion are mindful of their employees' mental and emotional states. They take steps to reduce stress, offer flexible work arrangements, and support their teams through personal or professional challenges. Human-centered approach. Compassionate leadership is about seeing employees as individuals with their own aspirations, struggles, and lives outside of work. These leaders prioritize well-being, happiness, and fulfillment over purely transactional relationships. 2. Compassion versus empathy. While empathy is an important component of emotional intelligence, Goleman makes a distinction between empathy and compassion. Empathy involves understanding and feeling what another person is going through, while compassion goes a step further by motivating action to help. The key differences: empathy, feeling and understanding someone's emotions, such as recognizing when a team member is stressed or upset. Compassion, taking action to help relieve that stress or resolve the situation, such as offering time off, providing additional support, or simply listening and providing encouragement. Compassionate leaders don't just acknowledge someone's pain or struggles, they actively seek to make a difference in alleviating it. This makes employees feel supported, valued, and cared for, leading to greater loyalty and engagement. 3. The role of compassion in leadership. Compassion plays a critical role in leadership because it helps leaders build stronger relationships, create a more inclusive and supportive work environment, and enhance overall team performance. According to Goleman, when leaders demonstrate compassion, they foster trust and psychological safety within their teams, encouraging openness, collaboration, and innovation. How compassion impacts leadership. Building trust. Employees are more likely to trust and follow leaders who genuinely care about their well-being. Compassionate leaders build deep, trusting relationships that lead to greater loyalty and engagement. Enhancing team performance. Teams led by compassionate leaders tend to perform better because they feel supported and valued. This psychological safety encourages team members to express their ideas, take risks, and innovate without fear of judgment or retribution. Creating a positive work culture. Compassionate leaders model behavior that promotes kindness, support, and mutual respect. This sets the tone for a positive work culture where employees are motivated to collaborate and help one another. Fostering engagement and retention. Employees who feel cared for are more engaged and less likely to leave the organization. Compassionate leadership helps reduce turnover, increases job satisfaction, and improves overall morale. 4. Compassionate leadership in action. Compassionate leadership is not just about grand gestures. It is about small, everyday actions that demonstrate care and concern for others. Goleman emphasizes that leaders who consistently show compassion create an environment where people feel valued and empowered to do their best work. Examples of compassionate leadership in action: providing emotional support, listening to team members' concerns, and offering empathy when they are going through difficult times, whether personal or professional, can make a significant difference. Compassionate leaders offer a shoulder to lean on and create space for open, honest conversations. Offering flexibility. Understanding that employees have lives outside of work and offering flexibility, such as remote work options or flexible hours, is a form of compassionate leadership. This allows employees to manage their personal responsibilities without undue stress. Celebrating achievements and acknowledging struggles. Compassionate leaders recognize both the successes and challenges their teams face. Celebrating accomplishments and acknowledging struggles builds a culture of mutual respect and appreciation. Investing in employee well-being. Leaders can demonstrate compassion by advocating for employee well-being programs, such as mental health resources, wellness initiatives, and work-life balance policies. Compassionate leadership involves regular check-ins with team members, showing appreciation for their contributions, and being proactive in identifying and addressing issues before they become significant problems. For compassionate leadership. Goleman argues that compassionate leadership is not only good for individuals, but also for business outcomes. Compassionate leaders foster environments where employees are more engaged, motivated, and loyal, which in turn drives productivity, creativity, and organizational success. Benefits of compassionate leadership for organizations. Increased employee engagement. Employees who feel cared for and supported are more engaged in their work. They are more likely to go above and beyond for leaders who show genuine concern for their well-being. Higher productivity. Compassionate leadership leads to lower levels of stress and burnout, which contributes to higher productivity and job satisfaction. Greater innovation. Compassionate leaders create a culture of psychological safety, where team members feel comfortable sharing their ideas and taking risks. This fosters innovation and creativity within the organization. Reduced turnover. Employees are more likely to stay with an organization where they feel valued and cared for. Compassionate leadership reduces turnover and creates a more stable, cohesive team. In a world where employee well-being and mental health are becoming increasingly important, organizations that prioritize compassionate leadership are more likely to attract and retain top talent. 6. Developing compassionate leadership. Compassionate leadership can be developed through self-awareness, intentional practice, and emotional intelligence training. Goleman suggests that leaders can cultivate compassion by being more present, practicing active listening, and taking concrete steps to understand and support their teams. How to develop compassionate leadership. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps leaders stay present and aware of the needs and emotions of others. By practicing mindfulness, leaders can become more attuned to what their team members are experiencing and respond with greater empathy and compassion. Active listening. Compassionate leaders make a point of actively listening to their team members. This means giving full attention, asking questions, and seeking to understand what others are saying without judgment or interruption. Emotional intelligence training. Leaders can develop their emotional intelligence skills, particularly empathy and emotional regulation, to become more compassionate. Goleman recommends that leaders focus on improving their self-awareness, self-regulation, and empathy as part of their leadership development. Encouraging compassionate behaviors. Leaders can model compassionate behaviors and encourage others within the organization to do the same. By creating an environment that values kindness, respect, and mutual support, leaders can foster a culture of compassion across the organization. Conclusion. Daniel Goleman's focus on compassionate leadership highlights the importance of leading with empathy, care, and a genuine desire to support the well-being of others. Compassionate leaders build strong, trusting relationships with their teams, create positive and inclusive work environments, and drive higher levels of engagement, productivity, and innovation. In a world where mental health, work-life balance, and employee well-being are becoming increasingly critical to organizational success, compassionate leadership is not just a moral imperative but a strategic advantage. Leaders who cultivate compassion are better positioned to lead their teams and organizations to sustainable, long-term success. Daniel Goleman discusses various leadership styles in the context of emotional intelligence, emphasizing that different situations and organizational needs call for different approaches. Goleman identifies 6 distinct leadership styles, each characterized by its unique impact on team dynamics, performance, and overall organizational culture. Understanding and adapting these styles according to the circumstances can enhance a leader's effectiveness and foster a positive work environment. 1. Coercive leadership. Description. Coercive leaders demand immediate compliance and use a top-down approach to enforce rules and directives. This style is often characterized by control and authority. When to use. In crises or emergency situations where quick, decisive action is necessary. When dealing with underperforming employees who need clear direction and oversight. Impact. While effective in urgent situations, this style can lead to a stifling work environment if overused. Employees may feel demotivated and resentful, leading to decreased morale and engagement. 2. Authoritative leadership. Description. Authoritative leaders provide a clear vision and direction, inspiring and motivating their teams toward a shared goal. They encourage innovation and autonomy while maintaining accountability. When to use. In situations requiring a new direction or change, where a clear vision is needed. When team members are uncertain and require guidance. Impact. This style often results in high levels of engagement and motivation. Employees feel empowered and aligned with the organization's vision, leading to increased performance and collaboration. 3. Affiliative leadership. Description. Affiliative leaders prioritize emotional bonds and team harmony. focusing on building strong relationships and fostering a positive team environment. When to use. In situations requiring team cohesion and morale boosting, especially during stressful times. When there is a need to heal team dynamics or improve relationships after conflict. Impact. This style promotes a strong sense of belonging and loyalty among team members. However, over-reliance on this style may hinder necessary confrontations or difficult conversations. 4. Democratic leadership. Description. Democratic leaders emphasize collaboration and input from team members in decision-making processes. They value diverse perspectives and foster a sense of ownership among their teams. When to use. In situations where team members have valuable insights and expertise to contribute. When fostering engagement and buy-in is essential for successful implementation. Impact. This style leads to higher employee satisfaction and commitment. However, decision-making can be slower due to the need for consensus, which may not be suitable in all situations. 5. Pace-setting leadership. Description. Pace-setting leaders set high-performance standards and expect their team members to meet those expectations. They lead by example and are often driven by results. When to use. In high-achieving teams with skilled and motivated members who thrive under pressure. When immediate results are required, such as in competitive environments. Impact. While this style can lead to high productivity, it may also cause burnout and frustration among team members if expectations are perceived as unrealistic or unachievable. 6. Coaching leadership. Description. Coaching leaders focus on the personal and professional growth of their team members. They provide guidance, feedback, and support to help individuals develop their skills and achieve their potential. When to use. In situations where team members are looking to grow, learn, and improve their skills. When developing talent for future leadership roles is a priority. Impact. This style fosters long-term growth and development within the team, leading to increased loyalty and engagement. However, it may require more time and investment than other styles. 7. Flexibility in leadership styles. Goleman stresses that the most effective leaders are those who can adapt their leadership style based on the needs of their teams and the specific circumstances they face. This adaptability allows leaders to leverage the strengths of each style while mitigating potential drawbacks. Key considerations for flexibility. Situational awareness. Understanding the current dynamics within the team, the challenges at hand, and the unique strengths and weaknesses of team members. Emotional intelligence. Leaders with high emotional intelligence can better read the emotional climate of their teams and adjust their approach accordingly. Balance and integration. Effective leaders often blend multiple styles, using elements of each to suit the context and enhance overall team effectiveness. 8. Impact of leadership styles on organizational culture. Different leadership styles contribute to shaping organizational culture. Goleman emphasizes that compassionate, emotionally intelligent leadership fosters a positive work environment that promotes collaboration, innovation, and engagement. Cultural implications of leadership styles. Trust and transparency. Authoritative and coaching styles often build trust and transparency within teams, leading to open communication and collaboration. Performance and accountability. Pace-setting and coercive styles may drive performance, but overuse can create a culture of fear or burnout. Engagement and satisfaction. Affiliative and democratic styles contribute to high levels of employee engagement and job satisfaction, enhancing overall organizational well-being. 9. Developing a personal leadership style. Goleman encourages leaders to reflect on their natural leadership tendencies and identify areas for growth. Developing a personal leadership style that incorporates emotional intelligence, flexibility, and adaptability can enhance effectiveness. Steps to develop a personal leadership style. Self-assessment. Evaluate personal strengths and weaknesses as a leader. Seek feedback from peers, mentors, and team members to gain insights. Training and development. Pursue leadership training programs focused on emotional intelligence, conflict resolution, and adaptive leadership. Experimentation. Try out different leadership styles in various situations to see which approaches resonate best with team members and yield positive results. Reflection and adjustment. Regularly reflect on leadership experiences, learning from successes and challenges, and adjusting the approaches needed. Conclusion. Daniel Goleman's exploration of leadership styles emphasizes the importance of emotional intelligence in determining effective leadership approaches. Understanding the 6 leadership styles, coercive, authoritative, affiliative, democratic, pace-setting, and coaching, provides leaders with a framework for adapting their methods to meet the needs of their teams and organizations. By cultivating flexibility, emotional intelligence, and a compassionate approach, leaders can enhance their effectiveness, drive team engagement, and contribute to a positive organizational culture. Ultimately, effective leadership is about aligning style with the context, fostering collaboration, and empowering team members to thrive. Daniel Goleman highlights ethical leadership as a critical aspect of effective leadership in today's complex and interconnected world. Ethical leaders prioritize integrity, fairness, and moral values in their decision-making processes, influencing their teams and organizations positively. Goleman argues that ethical leadership is rooted in emotional intelligence and plays a vital role in establishing trust, fostering a positive organizational culture, and driving sustainable success. 1. Defining ethical leadership. Ethical leadership is characterized by leading with a strong moral compass, making decisions based on ethical principles, and demonstrating a commitment to doing what is right, even when it may be challenging or unpopular. Key characteristics of ethical leaders. Integrity. Ethical leaders act consistently with their values and principles. They are honest, transparent, and accountable for their actions. Fairness. They treat all team members with respect and equity, ensuring that decisions are made without favoritism or bias. Responsibility. Ethical leaders recognize their responsibilities to their teams, organizations, and communities. They make decisions that consider the broader impact on stakeholders. Courage. They have the courage to stand up for what is right, even in the face of adversity or opposition. 2. The importance of ethical leadership. Ethical leadership is essential for building trust, enhancing team morale, and fostering a positive organizational culture. Goleman emphasizes that leaders set the tone for ethical behavior within their organizations. When leaders demonstrate ethical conduct, it encourages employees to adopt similar values and behaviors. Benefits of ethical leadership. Building trust. Ethical leaders cultivate trust among their teams and stakeholders. When employees believe in their leaders' integrity and moral character, they are more likely to be loyal and committed. Enhancing team morale. A culture of ethical leadership promotes psychological safety, where employees feel valued and respected. This leads to higher morale and job satisfaction. Fostering collaboration. Ethical leaders create an environment where team members feel comfortable sharing ideas and concerns, fostering collaboration and innovation. Long-term success. Organizations led by ethical leaders are more likely to achieve long-term success, as ethical decision-making often leads to sustainable practices and positive relationships with stakeholders. 3. The role of emotional intelligence in ethical leadership. Goleman connects ethical leadership to emotional intelligence, emphasizing that leaders with high emotional intelligence are better equipped to navigate ethical dilemmas and make principled decisions. Emotional intelligence components relevant to ethical leadership. Self-awareness. Ethical leaders possess a strong understanding of their values and principles, allowing them to make decisions aligned with their moral beliefs. Self-regulation. They can manage their emotions and impulses, ensuring that they act ethically, even in challenging situations. Empathy. Ethical leaders demonstrate empathy, understanding the impact of their decisions on others. This consideration of others' feelings and perspectives guides them toward fair and just decisions. Social skills. Effective communication and relationship-building skills enable ethical leaders to foster trust and collaboration within their teams. 4. Navigating ethical dilemmas. Ethical leaders often face challenging decisions where the right course of action may not be clear. Goleman emphasizes that ethical leaders need a structured approach to navigate these dilemmas effectively. Steps to address ethical dilemmas. Identify the issue. Clearly define the ethical dilemma and the stakeholders involved. Gather information. Collect relevant information and perspectives to understand the implications of the decision fully. Consider alternatives. Evaluate various options and their potential consequences, considering both short-term and long-term impacts. Seek input. Engage with trusted colleagues or mentors to gain diverse perspectives on the issue. Make a decision. Choose the course of action that aligns best with ethical principles and the organization's values. Communicate transparently. Clearly communicate the decision to stakeholders, explaining the rationale behind it and addressing any concerns. Reflect on outcomes. After implementing the decision, reflect on its impact and learn from the experience to improve future decision-making. 5. Cultivating a culture of ethical leadership. Goleman emphasizes that ethical leadership is not solely the responsibility of individual leaders. It is essential to cultivate a culture of ethics within organizations. Leaders can create an environment where ethical behavior is valued and reinforced. Strategies for promoting ethical leadership. Establish clear values and expectations. Organizations should define their core values and ethical standards and communicate them clearly to all employees. Provide ethics training. Offering training programs that focus on ethical decision-making and values can empower employees to navigate ethical challenges effectively. Encourage open communication. Create channels for employees to voice ethical concerns and report unethical behavior without fear of retaliation. Recognize and reward ethical behavior. Acknowledging and rewarding ethical conduct reinforces its importance and encourages others to follow suit. Led by example. Leaders must model ethical behavior in their actions and decisions, setting a standard for the rest of the organization. 6. The business case for ethical leadership. Goleman asserts that ethical leadership is not only a moral imperative, but also a strategic advantage for organizations. Ethical leaders contribute to a positive reputation, enhance brand loyalty, and ultimately drive business success. Benefits of ethical leadership for organizations. Enhanced reputation. Organizations led by ethical leaders are often viewed more favorably by customers, investors, and the public, leading to improved brand reputation. Increased customer loyalty. Ethical practices foster trust with customers, resulting in stronger customer relationships and loyalty. Attracting talent. Ethical organizations attract employees who value integrity and seek to work in an environment aligned with their personal values. Risk mitigation. Ethical leadership helps organizations avoid legal and regulatory issues, reducing the risk of scandals and reputational damage. 7. Developing ethical leadership skills. Goleman encourages leaders to actively work on developing their ethical leadership skills to enhance their effectiveness and influence within their organizations. Steps for developing ethical leadership skills. Reflect on personal values. Leaders should regularly reflect on their core values and how these align with their leadership practices. Seek feedback. Actively seek feedback from peers and team members regarding ethical behavior and decision-making processes. Engage in self-improvement. Pursue opportunities for professional development that focus on ethics, emotional intelligence, and leadership skills. Mentorship and support. Connect with mentors who exemplify ethical leadership and seek guidance in navigating ethical challenges. Conclusion. Daniel Goleman's focus on ethical leadership underscores its critical importance in creating a positive organizational culture and driving long-term success. Ethical leaders prioritize integrity, fairness, and accountability, fostering trust and collaboration within their teams. By leveraging emotional intelligence and actively promoting ethical behavior, leaders can navigate complex ethical dilemmas and create a culture where ethical principles thrive. In a world where ethical challenges are increasingly prominent, ethical leadership is not only essential for personal integrity, but also for the sustainable success of organizations and their stakeholders. Conclusion. In summary, Daniel Goleman envisions the future of leadership as being deeply intertwined with emotional intelligence. Leaders who can master their own emotions, understand and empathize with others, maintain focus amidst distractions, and show genuine compassion will thrive in increasingly complex and fast-paced environments.